I can't hear you. Cosmos City, are you here? Thank you very much. Thank you for coming. Thank you. Mr. Chamber, we are going to work together here. And I want us to run this program. We are 2 hours late. But I believe that we're gonna do it, and we're gonna do it. With the event right now. So because before Sidia sends a matana, because you are to get down here. So before Sidia sends a matana, is a Uti, see Tolaki welcome, she's a Uti, Sas Utis, who may go come as a speaker with the car. So as a ninja, so Uti says Hambala, not an alarm with his humble call. Right. Moses is sharp on what is one. Anything, there you go. So you guys are covered. I will tell you everything. I will tell you this Tswana, so Zulu. We are here to give it to you even in English if that's what you want. So Mr. Kela, our distinguished councillor, Mr. Lindborn, no, as a public, as a see, welcome before we can start everything in this event. Let's give him a round of applause. Mr. Lindborn, our beautiful councillor.
inotaura nezvemadrugs tichikurudzirana kusiya madrugs kumayouth edu saka program yedu yava kutanga iye zvino. Let's tune in tione kuti nhasi zuva redu rinenge rakamira sei. Thank you. This is Governor Skotora. Pardon my manners.
No, I'm not feeling comfortable. I feel disappointed. I don't know. I thought maybe this place will be full capacitated, but unfortunately, my people disappointed me. But we've got community crime, but our community doesn't care about it. Abantwana ba-drug ithiwa ngithola ama-call right through mara abazali bakhona abezi ngaphambili. Isho sabuhlungu lento lo i-community ingazithandi, i-community ingathandi abantwana bayo. Kakhulu ngicala ubonga umama uNozipho. Umama, she's so active, very active woman. Unfortunately, she don't get support that she. So it's a pity shame, more especially in this community. We've got some community secretaries here now. At least some is represented. Yeah, at least I follow much time, but just a little bit disappointed in our recall. Follow us send a lot by us. Which into I don't know, but I could be crime because abatwana balaba drug ithiwa. But on social media, maybe my leader, we need to change this program into social media. Maybe see addressing my social media because the community I follow there. Now like social media, we don't know whether we are speaking with real people or not. Angisena term balauti lawas kulman aboku uma kulman abatwa right because abavile ababonakali lawa or I don't know whether we'll make door to door. I don't know. As beke abatwana at least balingile bathu bazana abekho abatwana at least noma nga counter at least plus or minus 15 yabo bezini. Ngiyanibongela abatwana wami uzangapha because ngithanda impilo yenu namhlanje ninabathu bazoni educator ngendaba yama drugs le ngithanda leadership ihleli ngapha phambili at least bathande Cosmos City ukuthi at least nabazali babo bezela by educating in the drugs because not sinama Sinama leaders like Sanko and the other stakeholders, which are also behind this issue of drug duty. So I think we need also, as time goes on, need also to organize this event, even successful, because I'm really disappointed today. I'm really disappointed. And nalama visitors bamangala ukuthi i-community yakho ukuthi ayithande abantwana bayo or abazithandi na, because abekho la, abekho. Ngiyarekhoda ukuthi nije nina abahlali beCosmos City ukuthi anithandi kungcono at least sidelete wonke ama-social media. Singasakhuluma ngoba because ni-active too much kuma-social media, anikho la eground wena asiniboni. Nendaba ukuthi nikhale ngabantwana benu ukuthi bayenjani. There is no need for that. Sivimbele wena, angithi awufuna uvela. Awusivimbele wena lapho ukhona. Ayita umntwana wakho uyadrakithiwa. Sivimbele wena because anibonakali musi. Zothi sikhuluma nabantu ngathi sesikhuluma namaboss angabonakali. I'm really disappointed, truly speaking. But thank you very much for the visitors who organized this event. Even though, but I hope and believe that even though we are few, but we'll be successful. Thank you very much for organizing this event. Mama Sipo, don't give up. We are supporting you, are rallying behind you. Thank you very much. As time goes on, Sanko will be on the ground to mobilize this community to attend the meetings. They must not run meetings by social media. We are sick and tired about that. Crime is too huge here. We've got a high crime that is terrorizing our community. But those people, they don't avail themselves. So many politics that's happening in my ward. You're supposed not even to hold this event outside. Supposed to hold this event inside because we've got the facilities here. It's a petition for that. But we need to address this issue as soon as possible as community. Thank you very much. Thank you. I don't want to waste time. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Mr. Councillor. We love you and we appreciate you. We appreciate the effort towards our community. We appreciate your effort. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. And people of Cosmos City, let's improve ourselves. I believe that the next event will be better than the current event. Are you promising me? Cosmos City, are you promising us that the next event will be better than this one? Thank you very much. Thank you very much. We also thank Sanko. Thank you very much. And then we are going to our next item. Are you ready for the entertainment? So I'm gonna call somebody to entertain you. At this moment, Ganjima will come forward. Can we clap our hands for Ganjima? Yemen, let's hear it for Kanjiba, ladies and gentlemen. That was beautiful. Thank you so much, Kanjiba. Siyabonga, ubusifaka kumut with gospel tune. Siyabonga. Ladies and gentlemen, one more time. Let's hear it for Kanjiba. There you go. I just want to quickly thank and acknowledge our sponsors today who made this event possible. Right. Justin Zokela, when I acknowledge the sponsors, I'm a representative, so my sponsors, just wave wherever you are, just wave for your sponsor that you are representing today. Right, I'm going to start by acknowledging the Church of Scientology for sponsoring this event with photography and 19 Tools for Life and Tools for Life online courses to everyone. Ladies and gentlemen, let's share it for Church of Scientology. Right, moving right along, can I please also acknowledge the presence of Lonabo Security, who sponsored this event. With security, as we are here, we are highly secured. Ladies and gentlemen, you can't touch us. Courtesy of Lonabo security ababuye futhi basponsora le event 2,000 rand. The security wherever you are, please just wait for me. Yeah, man. There you go. Thank you. Moving right along. Sina Artist Boat Company donated 1 mini projector to make this event a success. Artist Boat Company donated a mini projector wherever they are. Thank you so much. We acknowledge them in their absence as well. And then moving right along, we can acknowledge Cosmos City Chronicle, a sponsor article for this event. Ukuthi ngikwazi ukusibona emaphepheni madoda nisibone kuma radio station siyabonga ku Cosmos City Chronicle. Then siyadlula kanjalo sizo acknowledge AMMPI Events and Entertainment abasi sponsor sound higher nangama stage tent uma ngabe bakhona ngicela ukuthi bawave nabo sikhona ukuthi siba-acknowledge siyabonga. Right, uma siya ku lunch ayibasiphathele into ezimnandi sine Romans Pizza from Cosmo Mall abasponsor bona ngama pizza awu-70 uma ngabe bakhona nabo ngicela ukuthi bawave wherever they are, acknowledge their presence. Thank you. Siyabonga. Kanti-ke futhi sine halfway Toyota Anichu yasponsora ngama-water bottles njengoba nibonile ngalishisa kanje ukuthi singabi dehydrated basisponsore ngama-water bottles uma ngabe halfway Toyota Anichu ikhona ngicela iweke lapho ikhona nayo. Moving right along, siyabonga. Shoprite Cosmo Mall bona basisponsore ngama-tent awu-2 njengoba nibona kukuhle kanje la especially namhlanje. It's courtesy of Shoprite Cosmo Mall. Uma ngabe bakhona nabo bawave wherever you are, acknowledge your sponsorship. DM Creations bona ke baye basisponsora la ngama-photos nangama-videos njengoba nisho nje ngithi uzosponsora lapha kumaphephandaba, uzosponsora kuma-TV, uzosponsora kuma-social media, sikhona ku-Instagram, sikhona ku-Facebook, sikhona ku-TikTok, sikhona ku-Twitter, sikhona naku-LinkedIn, any form of social media platform ongayicabanga namhlanje i-DM Creations bathi bawusifaka khona. Then siyadlula-ke kanjalo ngicela bakhona abawave amabonanga ngicela bawave. There you go. Ubonakala uzosikhona ukuba ne-TV bakhona ukukushuta la uzokhona ukuvela ne-TV. Right. Kanti-ke sabe sesibalana la Dolce Vita Guest House esisponsore ngemali engaba-800 rand. Uma ngabe bakhona ngicela ukuthi bawave siba-acknowledge siyabonga. Sabe sesibale MTM Hope Giver Foundation nabo baye basponsora le event ngemali engaba-800 rand. Islut FM isponsore le event nayo ngokuthi njengoba sibhizi la kunezinye izinto abave basikhipha emsakazweni live as we are busy here. Uma ngabe bakhona ngicela siba-acknowledge nabo bawave. Siyabonga. Sabe sesiba nesound khona eyasponsora nge-transport to carry equipment to and from the event. Siyabonga uma ngabe isanko isikhona si-acknowledge baphakamise nje isandla babonakalise i-presence yabo. Thank you so much. Kanti-ke futhi siyasaba ne-NSH Youth Development eyasponsora le event ngeyitulo nangamatafula, kanti futhi baphinda benza show ukuthi bayi-coordinator benza le event iba yi-success. Uma ngabe bakhona ngicela bawave nabo siyaba-acknowledge. Thank you. Then it's next game Twisters at Studio abaye basponsora ngama-certificate digital marketing of this event and event at work. So nabo uma ngabe bakhona ngicela ukuthi siba-acknowledge baphakamisa izandla lapho bakhona khona sibabone. Siyabonga. Kanti-ke sibe sesiba nama-donations lawa alandelayo engizowabiza. Sinama-cash donations are amounted to 2,000 rand plus 800 rands plus 800 rands above. And then sabe sesiba ne-generator esithengele yona egade ukuthi uma ngabe siba ne-load shedding umqimbi uqhubeke kahle singabi nenkinga. I-generator ekoste u-3,500 rands. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you. Siyabonga kuma-sponsors wethu. We acknowledge your presence and we really thank you for taking some time out. Nizowenza the event ibe impumelelo. Right. Are you guys ready for the next entertainment? No. I'm not feeling this one. I guess ready for the next entertainment. It's about to go down. It's about to go down. Guys, me pete shocking tables. Shocking tables. Because he's about to give us the best entertainment you can think of at Cosmo City. Ladies and gentlemen, let's share it for Shocking Tables.
To me, I should have known. There was a party of the common before. You were such a darling. 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 There should have known. I should have known. There was a party of the common before. You were such a darling. You were such a darling. I didn't know. Nobody told me. I'm the sun, don't be into me. You are like the flowers that bloom every night. You are like the flowers that bloom every night. I am a friend. People down the street talking about you when you're there. I'm so proud to be calling you my child. I'm the women coming over with a chain. Hey, they never told me. No. They never told me. No. They should have told me. They should have known. There was a party so that I'm not before. You were such a darling. 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 Yeah, they should have told me. I should have known. There was a party so that I'm not before. You were such a darling. You were such a darling. All the time, thinking of you, I never thought you could be mine. Love you one, you're the one. Don't be shy, my city pie. I like the way you look at me in my eyes. I want to know that you mine. It's a feeling all the time. It means I know where I'm meant to be. Yeah, they never told me. No, they never told me. No. I'm too far from the before. You were such a darling. 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 They should have told me. I should have known. There was a party from the before. You were such a darling. You were such a darling.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. That was it. That was it. He deserves your round of applause. I believe that he deserves better. I believe that that song one of the days will be busy downloading it. How soon that will be? Very soon. We are going to download it. It was great. It was great. I really enjoyed the song. So, ladies and gentlemen, without any waste of time, we have our coach, Coach Noctula March. She is here to give us the motivation. Sis Noctula, can we clap our hands for her as she's coming forward?
Sanibona, Sinjani. Greetings to all protocol reserved. My name is Noctula. And I am so honored to be here.
Not the phone. Phone. Yeah.
Sanibonani. I greet you all in the name of Jesus. Amen. I'm a Christian. And my name is Noctula, right? It's like you're too quiet. Amen. I would like to greet all protocol reserved and such. Sanko, the counselor, thank you so much for being here. All protocol reserved for Scientology Church. They are the ones that gave me so much knowledge, hallelujah, to be able to stand here in front of you, right? If you are 13 and above, just wave your hand. If you're 13 and above, up to 18, just wave your hand. If you're 13, up to 18, just wave your hand. Awesome, awesome. So I'm going to talk about this drugs, right? I'm sure some of you know what drugs are, right? Most of us, in fact. And this thing has been initiated in our community by different kind of people. Therefore, we cannot mention names and we cannot point a gun to their heads and say, okay, it's you. We cannot point names up to this standard we are now. We just need to acknowledge it and find a way to resolve the situation. Right? Are we together? Are we together? Yes. So as soon as I got here and I saw 10 was already here and time was moving, I saw that this thing that we are fighting is quite big, eh? It's quite big, because if you want to see that you're doing something big, look at the 10 up. People won't show up for serious things that actually need change. But if we are doing something, promoting careers, promoting music, the 10 up was going to be so huge, right? So drug is something that you take into your body that causes you to react in a form that you are not cautious of, right? Actually, it adds more ability to you. Some they can say it makes you hyper, right? It makes you drunk. It makes you forget what you're supposed to do. It makes you forget a situation or a scenario that you are in. Automatically, right here, I'm in multi-purpose. If I consume a drug, I can see myself in something right away. Do you understand what I'm saying? So this thing is quietly dangerous for your intake. It's very dangerous for your body, right? It's dangerous as well for your future. Because when you become uncautious of the moment that you are in, you stop living. The moment that you wake up, it's too late. So if I have any youth that is taking any drugs, look, I'm going to be very sincere, very severe with you. Any artist, any youth that takes marijuana, you know, all those cocaine, all those, please refrain from it. Please refrain from it. Refrain from it, the earlier, the better. The longer you take, the longer you also take to come out from your body. You know? Some of the people also abuse alcohol. It becomes an addiction just because you have stress or you have some kind of situation that you can't handle and you think the drug can help you with that. Look, it's not going to help you anyway. It's actually damaging your life for good. You lose your physical fitness. You lose your physical looks. You lose your ability to do what you can do. You lose the ability to think straight. You lose the ability to stay with people. Because if you see somebody who takes drugs, you can't reason with them. You can't. You can put a pot here and tell them you put the pot here, they will tell you no, it's a stew. You can't argue with such person. Therefore, this thing is breaking families. It's breaking the community. These people, when they consume the drugs, they're not going. It's not them. Don't blame them, please, right? Blame the drug. They have consumed something that has caused them to think in an abnormal way. That's why you see they can even come to your houses and take whatever they can. And they can shoot you right straight up because they don't care. That sort of feeling in them is removed. As a human, you're supposed to feel remorseful. Whatever you do, wherever you walk, you're supposed to feel scared. You're supposed to avoid some things that you do in life. You're supposed to watch even the way that you talk to your elders. But when you have consumed such substance, you stop living, like I said earlier. You stop living in the current moment. You think you're superior. You think in some kind of heaven on your own. So you don't treat things the way they are supposed to be treated. Right? And you, okay, Abantabash, don't get motivated from things that you don't know. If somebody comes to you with something and tells you they makes them feel good, acknowledge your parents. Sazwan. No, are you listening to me? Sazwan Anna. Okay, acknowledge your presence because there are some of you, I've been preaching in schools, right? And there are some children that they bring them in form of sweets. And first, a drug is introduced to you freely. Trust me, this happens. For free. They don't buy it, especially students. They get the drug for free. Then they consume it. They get addicted. It feels nice. It makes them forget whatever they're going through with their parents or whatever emotional situation they're going through at school. Secondly, they purchase it. Third, they're inviting another person to make them feel the way that they are feeling. I know there is much that we can do as individuals. For myself, I would introduce Jesus to you. Because Jesus, where our mind stops, Jesus starts. You know? So if you want to be successful and you are youth and you've been into drugs, just find Jesus. Just find him, acknowledge him, love him, confess. That's the biggest. Nobody wants to come and confess and say, you know what, I need help. Here is Anisage, here is Scientology, here is Sanko. Confess. Confess. I would suggest there should be a suggestion box somewhere, even here at Mod Papers, where people that really want to stop this drug can just come and write down and put there and they find help. Some of them, they want to come out, but it becomes a peer pressure. Now, it becomes also a problem for the people who are selling it because they become violent. Now you want to stop, they're getting money from that. So we are fighting something very big here. They are making a living out of that drug. So as we are here, we try to stop it. Don't you think there will be a chaotic situation somewhere here? So we are fighting ends. We are fighting the businesses for other people that are dealing with them. We're fighting for our children to stop taking drugs. This is a big fight, and we need to be together to conquer this one. I think I'm done. Thank you so much.
Sorry, just quickly before you leave, Sis Nokuthula, can you just reiterate one thing that you just said? You mentioned one thing that people who are taking drugs, they lose their abilities, their physical abilities. Let's try and explain that. So, in other words, Uguti, if I'm taking drugs and I just want to walk over there to the center line of the sports field, I'll be like, waiting the gebatloya daso maramko. Is that what you're saying?
That's what I'm trying to say. You are supposed to go straight like this, right? But in a form of a person who's taking drugs, I can say like, okay, I need manjikashis. I can be like, no, there's water. Then now I'm taking the other way that is more dangerous. I would rather step out of these wires. You see this fencing there, right? I've consumed something that is higher, and my visual is not the same with someone who have never taken drugs. You understand me? So anything I see, I can even see it as a stepping stone. I'm like, I'll go like this. You understand? And you're going into danger. You lose your physical, and when you do that, you get hurt.
I wouldn't wanna do that if it was me. Come on now. Right. Ladies and gentlemen, without any waste of time, ngizocela lama artist out-2 engizowabiza-ke manje azolandelana. The first artist mayiqeda kuzongena the next artist immediately. We're not gonna say anything, and then we're only gonna have an opportunity to talk immediately after that. Right. Are you guys still feeling this one? Infinite Boys, they're about to come on stage and give us some entertainment. Immediately when they finish, when Infinite Boys are done, then Loki Lockstar is going to take on a stage immediately, without even me or my co-MC doing anything. Ladies and gentlemen, are you ready for Infinite Boys?
And then One more for the blessing.
Thank you, Siabonga, and good performance by Infinite Voice. We just had a very good performance by Infinite Voice. We continue to acknowledge our beautiful sponsors of this event. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm gonna call upon the next guest that we have to come and give. some good speech that she has for us. You know, sisi umabri azo si sharela is speech asiphathele sona esiphathelene nedakamizwa ama-drugs ukuba usimabri ake amabili akorishalela story sakhe sesitholeting sesamaisana ngelibi drugs. Ladies and gentlemen, let's hear it for usimabri.
Sanguine, igama lami Samantha, aka Mabri, as they say. I came here in 2013 at Cosmo when I have lost everything, which I owned material and stuff, but I was into modeling, top modeling, incenting. I was in speed dial and stuff, but I got hooked on drugs, got with the wrong crowd. That's when it all started. I was doing cocaine to crack cocaine. I am a pro knowing which drug a person takes, especially since I go to Cosmo City. There are so many drugs that are taken here, but they do not know which drug the child is taking. So I know what Nyawube does. I know what Crystal Meth does. I was the leader in this Cosmo City because I was down myself. So I didn't care about the youth, but today I do. I'm 6 years clean. I am not drinking, I'm not smoking, I'm not even smoking a cigarette. So I've involved myself with the church, and that is what I'm doing now with the program. The youth of this Cosmo City knows me, so I'm taking advantage of that to help the youth of this Cosmo City. That's what I wanted to say, that I have lost. I used to be high all day long, and I was that impossible case. When people looked at me, they would say, not this one, but I'm 6 years clean now, and I'm ready to help Cosmo City. Amen.
Thank you so much, Ausmapri. 6 years clean, so that means it's possible, ladies and gentlemen. Let's give her a round of applause once more. Sometimes it's better when we hear it from someone who knows what they are talking about. For your good motivation and your speech that you just gave us on drugs. Ladies and gentlemen, Nikwela Cosmo City Chronicle, DM Creations, the item awarding an interview. Nikwela beza ngapambili sizo shaya the item. While she says kanjalo nikwela ikujwa SA balungise bahlanganise no my selector so that immediately babaqeda bazokhona ukuthi basinikeze i-performance yabo abasi arrange yona abosisinozi baseza ngaphambili sizowenza ama-award nama-interviews ne-DM Creations. Let's give them a round of applause, ladies and gentlemen. Baseza ngaphambili cela sibashayeleni izandla.
For DM Creation. Umphakathi no NSH, we want to thank you for sponsoring Joburg North Answers to Drug and Stop Bullying 2023 campaigns with photos, videos, and event report. They are the ones that are taking videos, they're taking our pictures, and they're giving us the event report. Maswasha Elizand. Umphakathi, Sanko, and NSH would like also to present a certificate to Cosmo Chronicles. We are thanking you for sponsoring Joburg North Answers to Drugs and Stop Bullying 2023 campaign with one news article. Whatever we have done here, it should be in a news article. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much. They deserve that award. Let's just clap our hands for them. At this moment, ladies and gentlemen, as we can see, we have the security in our midst. We are protected. We are not just standing here. Today you feel like a president because you have a security, special security that came specially for you. Clap your hands for them. These guys, they did not just come and see what we are doing here. They also did something special. That's why we are calling them, and we are going to appreciate them as well. The security did not only come to give us security. They also gave paid cash of 2,000 to sponsor this event. Clap your hands for them. As much as they paid 2,000 cash to sponsor this event, they are also here to protect us. Amen. Just clap your hands for them. You can see the services they offer. If you need a special security, just contact them. Their numbers are there as they come forward. Clap your hands as they come forward. You can see how they work. This is a security.
Especially Zan. So NSH, Sankon, Kangati, we are thanking you for sponsoring Dropping Off Answers to Drugs and Stop Bullying 2023 campaigns with securities and 2,000 Rand. 2,000 Rand bot generator for future events. Especially Zan, thank you so much.
Siyabonga, Lonongo Security Services, siyabonga, gentlemen. Uyabona nje, awudingi ukutshela. Nawe lento bowuchayicabanga ayisoyayihoqisa, uyabona ukuthi no ngeyilunga lento. Siyabonga kakhulu to they provide all services in terms of security. If you're looking for a bodyguard, ufuna bazokugadela ibhizinisi lakho, enye nenye nje inhlobo ye-security oyidingayo bayayi-provide. Siyabonga kakhulu bafethu ukusenza sihlale siphephile. Right. I guess it took jive kancane. Wait till the by next slide time to bahlukukela emajiva. Then right. Ngizocela i-Gender Dance Evolution Fund izongaphambili izoshanga entertainment. Sesiyangakhona ke manje, siyangakhona. We are getting closer to the main reason why you are here. Ay, bahla abantwana bagezile, abawadla amadatha ngeke bashapele umbatsoho, badong. There you go.
Drugs destroy our families.
Drugs destroy our youth.
Destroy our careers.
Drugs destroys our school. Drugs destroys our generation.
Be mindful today makes NSA Youth Development Board say no to drugs.
Jack it up. Okay, let's go. It's a smash hit. That's right. Ladies and gentlemen, let's clap our hands for them. You know, they dance the way they dance. And in those days, we used to dance Bokwasa Kwasa, what born again. Now they dance Bokwala Kwa. Ladies and gentlemen, today we give so many awards. I'm going to call AMMP, Events and Entertainment, for the award. These are the guys that are sponsoring us with this sound. AMMP. Come forward, guys, come forward and take the award. Clap your hands for them as they come.
And NSH is thanking you for sponsoring Joburg North Answers to Drugs and Bullying 2023 campaigns with sound and two-stretch 10. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. Thank you for the award ceremony that just happened for AMMP. Ladies and gentlemen, we are about to get to the main reason why we are here. So if there's people who are still maybe getting lunch that side, please get them to come over so that they do not miss whatever that's going to happen right now. So I'm going to call upon Scientology Access to Drugs and Drugs Free World. The representative is Charlene to please come and join us on stage so that she can take us through what she has prepared for us. And ladies and gentlemen, if there's people who are still far from the event, please get them to come closer so that they don't miss this main reason why we are here today. Ladies and gentlemen, let's hear it for Charlene. Let's give her a round of applause and welcome her at Cosmo City. Thank you.
Thank you very much. What a wonderful event.
Yeah, but
The entire
can I have one?
very well done. My name is and I represent the drugs campaign, which is run by the Foundation for Drugs Free World and which is sponsored by the Church of Christ. And I'm very happy to be here and to give you some information. Now, very often when you take drugs, you sort of feel like quite uncomfortable. And having done drug education for over 20 years myself in various parts of this country and other countries around Africa, I find that when people understand what the dangers of drugs actually are, if they have an understanding of it, then they realize, okay, maybe I can make an educated decision about this and not do it. It's easier to talk to someone and get them to not take drugs before they start. Now, you know, people often say that the most difficult group to talk to are teenagers. But you know what? If you know how to talk to teenagers, they will listen. And if you give them something that they can think with, if they can look at the information and realize, you know what, there's something to this, they will make the decision, an educated decision to stay away from it. So this is what we do. Through this campaign, I'm showing you some of the materials that are available. There are DVDs, there are booklets. Everybody is going to get a booklet like this so that you can take it with you. If you don't want to read it now, put it in your pocket, but take it with you and have a look. The first thing you have to know is what is a drug. You hear this word drugs all the time. Well, what is it? Can anyone tell me what it is? What does this word mean? What is it? Yeah. Good answer. You said it's a substance which attacks the human mind. Very, very good answer. But basically, drugs are poisons. Okay? So if somebody came to you and said, here's a bottle of poison, would you drink it?
No,
Why?
I'm afraid to die.
Because you have died. That's right. Now, just because these poisons are called something else, you think it's okay to take it? It's still poison. So you have to really think about, do I want to take this poison or not? Sometimes this poison won't kill you straight away. Other times, it takes, it can be straight away. It might take a few weeks, it might take a few months, but eventually it starts killing you. Some of it kills you slowly. The lady who spoke earlier, who spoke about being clean for 6 years, that is an amazing thing. But if you had to talk to her, she will tell you it was easy to get into drugs, but it wasn't easy to get out of it. So if you have goals and you have dreams and you want to be something, I see all these entertainers. You want to keep entertaining and you want to get to the top of your field in whatever entertainment you're doing. Drugs are not going to help, no matter what anybody says. The top entertainers in the world are not doing drugs because your entertainment and your creativity and your art form gets lost. A little bit of a drug will make you feel okay. You might not feel so shy anymore. You might feel like you can talk to people, you can entertain people, you can have a good time. That's fine. That's just the start. But eventually you start passing out, you start getting home very late, nobody knows where you are, start living under a bridge in the streets. That's not life. That's something else. To be the best in your field, you actually have to pay attention to your goals. I'm not here to tell you how to live your life, what to do, or how to do it. But I'm telling you one thing, that anything you set your mind to achieve, no matter how long it takes, drugs will destroy that. I have my own examples. People in my family who did drugs, not my immediate family, but relatives, people I knew, they ended up in the streets. They ended up dying from drug use. And it's a very sad story, but they started off very well. And they would tell people, oh, I've got this under control, okay? But they didn't. They lost their families, they lost their homes, they lost everything and ended up homeless, jobless, no money, and eventually dying. So it's a serious subject, but you know, it's as simple as you decide what you want. That's basically the bottom line. You have to decide what you want. Do you want your life to be great? Do you want to work towards your goals? Do you want to achieve the things you set out to achieve? Or do you want the other thing? Now, very often people talk about drugs and they have the idea that you can take drugs safely. That's like an excuse. That's like a cop-out, meaning you make an excuse for drug use. There's no such thing as safe drug use. Instead of education, you should, instead of education, they're saying take drugs safely. That's the wrong message. I'm sorry, but it is. When I look at these little faces over here, you're in primary school right now, guys. You're soon going to be in high school. And then you have your whole future ahead of you. What are you going to do with it? Are you going to rise to greatness? Or are you going to be on the streets doing drugs, right? Same with everyone in this audience. Same with our entertainers. You decide what you want and keep your eyes on those goals, on those aims, on those things you want to achieve. The bottom line about it is that if you are creative and you're an artist, drugs will take it away. It just happens like that. We've had superstars who basically lost the battle with drugs, okay? So my message today is the book that you got, please read it, use it. On the front cover, if you look at the front cover of the book, there's a website address, which is drugfreeworld.org. And if you go to that site, there's a free course that you can do, which tells you everything you need to know about drugs. If you can make it through that course, you'll understand this so well, you'll know it's not something you're going to do. It's not something you want. So I invite you to go do that free course. You will get a certificate at the end of it. And you can let us know when you get your certificate. We like to hear from people who've done the course. Okay? So I'm not going to talk very much longer. We have a lot of entertainment still and have all kinds of interesting things. The last thing I want to leave you with is that drugs as the gentleman said, drugs definitely affect the mind. Makes you forgetful, makes you slow to respond, makes you slow to react, you lose your judgment, you do some strange things, you do some harmful things to others. I'm sure you've all seen what drug users are doing to their families. I'm sure you've seen what they're doing to themselves. I don't have to tell you. But the bottom line is, do you want that life for yourself? And if your answer is no, then do that course. It's a free course. You get your certificate, and then you're part of an international movement. The Drug Free World Foundation actually does this course and provides these booklets in over 120 countries. Right here in Africa, we have people active on this campaign in over 30 countries. So know that you're part of a big movement. You're part of a big, massive group of people who are staying away from drugs, who want the best in their life. So with that, I'm going to leave you with a big thank you to the organizers. What a fantastic event, so well organized, and thank you for the opportunity to speak here today. Thank you so much, ladies. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. You guys just got a free lesson concerning drugs. I will just call Marcus Scientology to come forward to finish off whatever he needs to finish off today.
Okay, Sari Bonani. Tumelang. Olweni. Masiari. We have some vendors here too. Okay. Good to see you all. Thank you very much for inviting Charlene and myself today. Thank you, Sis Nusipo, for organizing this, for all the great work you're doing in the community. Events like this are very important, and because, you know, we all know it, we see drugs around us, we see people that have this problem, and the question is, what do we do about it? So we've now heard one very important part, which is to know what drugs are. That's very, very important, because your drug dealer, who might be a cool guy down the road coming to school, won't tell you this. He'll tell you a totally different story. You know, he'll tell you how if you do drugs, you're going to be one of the cool ones, and, you know, you just take one, you know, just one joint won't be a problem. You'll feel really good, and, you know, you can be more creative. It's very cool, and you won't get hooked, no problem. Don't worry about it. But the reality is a different one. And an important part that I just want to add on the drug-free world and the answers at the Truth About Drugs campaign is that there's videos also from former addicts that tell you how they actually were affected by drugs and how it ruined their life. So really go and visit that website, do that online course. It's a very, very fantastic course. You can share the link with everybody. You can share the link with teachers. They can do this with their students so that they know what drugs are all about. These links are to use for everybody. There's no restriction. Everybody can use this. And please contact us as well. Please get our numbers, you know, at the end of this if you're interested to get involved in the campaign. So now I want to talk about another subject though. And one thing is knowing about drugs and what drugs do to you, okay? That's number one. But then the other question is, if you look at the society and if you look at various communities, you will always find a lot of different reasons why people get interested into doing drugs in the first place, you see? So giving them the knowledge about drugs and understanding what they really are is one part. But if you want to have a comprehensive solution, you also want to have these people, you want to have everybody have the necessary skills and the right mindset not to even consider drugs in the first place. So again, you know, people get into drugs for various reasons, but they're always trying to solve some problem. Who can tell me an example of a problem that somebody might want to solve with the use of drugs? I can pass the mic around as well.
Debts.
Yes, it might be a money problem. That's right. Some people might be into debt. They want to forget about it. They can't deal with it, so they rather just take drugs. Other reasons? Why do people get into drugs? Okay, so there's various reasons, right? That's depression, anxiety. That's right, very big one. They just want to solve it, and that's the only way they see. Just yell. Yes, family issues. That's right. We could sum that one up as conflict, right? Any other ones? Peer pressure. That's right. Peer pressure. What does that translate into? Low self-esteem, right? Low self-confidence. If I'm confident enough that my decisions are right and that I can take responsibility for my life and that I don't need somebody to tell me you need to take drugs to be cool, I won't take drugs, right? So it's also a self-confidence problem sometimes. Any other ones? Okay, so we've had various things. We talked about debts, so it's basically inability to handle money, or maybe they're without it. Maybe they lost their job and they can't get a new one. So they have a problem there financially, or it's familial issues. So this could be conflict. You know, the family is fighting at home all the time. The kid comes home and the parents are fighting. The kid goes to school and they're fighting at school. You know, I'm sure we've all seen that. We hear about it a lot, how there's conflict everywhere. Low self-esteem, or you know, you get subjected to peer pressure and you can't deal with it. Depression, anxiety, hopelessness, all of these things. So now what do we do about those things? And, you know, let's look at the subject of money, for instance. Some people say, if we just give everybody money so they can start a business, everything will be fine. But the truth of the matter is 17 out of 19 businesses fail. Even if they receive all the money, they don't have the right skills to do something with that money, right? Okay, then you can say, let's look at conflict. That's a very big one. Many businesses fail actually because of conflict. They start a business together, and they fight, and it goes to pieces. And then, you know, this can lead into hopelessness because you had all these big dreams, now they're shattered. Okay, now what's the solution? Drugs. So all of these things, conflicts, low self-esteem, problems with money, what they have in common, to solve those things, you need the right mindset. You need the right life skills, the right skills to be able to steer your life, to take your life into your own hands and lead a good life and be successful. Work together with others, solve problems in the family, and so on. So there's another project or another program I want to introduce. It's called the Scientology Volunteer Ministers Tools for Life. So first of all, the word Scientology means knowledge. Scientology doesn't change your belief. It doesn't change your religion. It just empowers you with practical tools, right? So these tools include such things as conflict resolution. If people get into conflict, it's very often they can't solve these conflicts and they would just stick with them forever. And it can ruin their relationships, it can ruin their family. There's a tool that actually shows you why conflicts occur and how you can solve those conflicts. And it's very easy. We have many pastors that are using this. We have many teachers that have learned this. They're using this in the classroom to make peace between the students because they now know how to actually solve conflict. Another tool is communication. Low self-esteem can often come because a person doesn't really know how to communicate. How do you approach a person? You know, the typical thing is a man is afraid to approach a woman or the other way around, but it can also be in business. If you want to open your business, you want to have communication skills. You want to be able to approach somebody and start talking to them. And if you can do that, if you're a master at communication, then you can actually build relationships, right? Who here has ever seen somebody who was really good at communicating? Raise your hand. Raise it high if you've seen somebody who could communicate well. Very few. Okay. So there's few people, huh? Okay. Okay. Was that good? Right? You feel they're more confident, right? Yes, there you go. So there's one tool in those courses which is called communication. It just shows you how communication works and how you can become a master at communication. Then there's tools to handle depression, to help people with depression. Those are basic support tools that are part of this Tools for Life program. So this Tools for Life program has been offered free of charge by the Scientology volunteer ministers, which are also sponsored by the Church of Scientology. We have trained in the last 3 years about 30,000 people on this program, and they have then gone on to change conditions and improve conditions in their communities, training others on those tools. So they get the right life skills to improve their own life and improve the lives of others. There's one example. I actually want to show you some videos. Unfortunately, we arrived a bit late. We weren't able to set it up properly. So I'm sorry about that, but I wanted to show you one video. There's a lady in Mitchell's Plain. Who knows about Mitchell's Plain? Raise your hand. Mitchell's Plain is one of the most crime-ridden areas in the world, actually, right? There are lots of drugs, lots of crime, lots of suicide as well. You know, sadly enough, you see a lot of suicide in those communities where these things are happening as well. That also comes out of depression. So this lady, she trained on the Tools for Life. She got the yellow jacket as a Scientology volunteer minister, and she started going out and training their community. She has now helped people come off drugs. She has helped people get out of crime. She's helping people who want to commit suicide to find new purpose in life and be happy again. And all just with the Tools for Life. Another lady did the Tools for Life. She was living on the streets. She was going then to, she was picked up luckily by a shelter for children, an orphanage. And there she also then learned about Tools for Life, and she did those courses. Now she started her own chicken farm, and she's very successful with it and she says it's because of those tools. And the lady in Mitchell's Plain also said it's because of those tools that I'm now able to help my whole community. SAPS calls her if they have a problem. People call her when they're depressed. She's being called all the time, and she's now setting up a hotline for the Scientology volunteer ministers in Mitchell's Plain to call so that people can get help. So the key thing I want to say here is no matter where you want to go in life, if you want to become an artist, if you want to become a business person, if you want to become a community leader, a pastor, or whatever you want to do, or an educator, a teacher, the right life skills help you achieve those things. And then your professional skills that you learn will become even more successful. So this program we offer free of charge. It's called the Scientology Tools for Life. It's 19 modules which cover various life skills, as I said: communication, conflict resolution, organizing, how to deal with children, marriage, and so on. So I recommend all of you to do these courses. They're free online. Please come see me if you're interested. I can send you the link. And it's also very important, as you do the courses, please send then the certificates to me, so we should exchange numbers, because then you can also, once you finish, you can graduate. You will be invited to the Castle Kyalami in Midrand to graduate as a Scientology volunteer minister. You'll get awarded with the jacket and the yellow cap, the yellow jacket, and then you can go out into the community and bring those life skills to your community as well. So that's what I wanted to talk about. That's all I have. And thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Marcus. Just quickly before you leave, can you please tell the community your name? If a person is struggling to pronounce Marcus, who else can they call you?
Okay. So my other name is Kayale.
Kayale, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you so much. Thank you. As he is getting awarded right now, the Church of Scientology. Charlene, can you please join us on stage as well for the awarding? Charlene, can you please join us on stage for the awarding Sanko team? Please come and assist here, come and assist us and support this awarding. There you go. Let's clap. Let's give them a round of applause, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you so much. Thank you. Church of Scientology. Thank you, Charlene. Thank you, Kayale too. There you go. Siyabonga. Thank you so much. Thank you for taking some time out and giving us those good stories and some good motivation that we just received from you guys. Moving right along, I've got Coach H. Coach H ozozanga phambili azosi-motivator, azotukusikhuthaza. You know, they say motivation is like taking a bath. You can't say yesterday I took a bath, I don't need it to. So motivation is like that. So Coach H, please baba, sicela uzosiza man. Nali izwe liyaphupha, ngicela simshayeleni izandla. He looks handsome, he looks immaculate.
I'm checking. The way you're looking at me funny, I am checking. You are too late. Sanibonani. Nijani. Ayanizwa. Are you good? Right. All right. So Ikama is Coach H. Thank you so much. All protocols observed. Yabona kunabantu abakhulu, council ukhona, Sanko ikhona, many different organizations here. I observe, I acknowledge you. May God bless you. Siyabonga. Amen. Ngiyabingelela nabantu abasha. Basekhona abantu abasha. Yebo. Basekhona abantu abasha. Yeah. Okay, great. So into engifuna ukuyenza today, they said no, but no, come and motivate, because that's what I do. I'm a motivational speaker. I've been all over SAPC. I've been different radio stations. That's what I do. But today, can we talk? I've got 15 minutes. Then can we talk? Can we be real? Okay, the first one, do I have people who are honest here? Do I have people who are honest? If you are here saying I'm honest, I say it as it is.
I'm honest.
Okay, yeah, saying those are the ones I wanted to check. If we're looking at the issue of drugs, does it look like we are winning or we are losing?
We are losing.
Agnizo.
It's a loss.
Does it look like we are winning or does it look like we are losing? Okay. So it looks like we are losing. No, I want to ask you. I'm not talking about what you wish for. I'm not talking about where we are going. I'm talking about the current situation. Does it look like we are losing or we are winning? Okay, let me put it like this. Are there more people coming out from drugs, or are there more people getting in? There are more getting in. Ooh. So we are in trouble. We are in trouble. You know that these people who are getting into drugs, they are human beings. Umntana kaZibani Banyana nomntana kaZibani Banyana. Is that right? They are not cows from somewhere in Limpopo. Ne? They are not cows. Ne? We are Linyangane. That's why I put that as an example. They are human beings.
Yes.
Does that mean they are very important? They are very important.
Yes.
So why don't we have a little bit of real talk? Let's have a real talk. Are you okay with real talk?
Yes.
Because sometimes but is only Yababa. And I'm fun babela band. So Matimina Yababa, iqiniso yilona elinjani elibabayo. Is that okay? We can all blame it on the truth when we are finished. Let me maybe start off by sharing a story. Who likes stories? Story people. I've got story. I want to share a story. And when I have shared that story, I want us to look into that story. And then we talk a little bit about the story. And then I'll be finished. Is that okay? All right, all right. So my story is about a young man. And it happened in a country very far from ours. It's a story of a young man. And this young man, they said one day he approached his father. He was lucky. He was not like some of us who grew up without fathers. He had a father, so he was lucky. And he approached his father. And then he said, Teti, I don't know, what do you call your father? Do you call him Teti, Papa? Niti Bani? Niti Timer? Okay, nimbiza ngo timer, ne? Nimbiza ngo timer. So this young man approached to Timer. What our time? You know what? I'm grown. I'm a man now. I've been in this family. I know you are rich. Can you give me I want to give me what I've worked for. I want to go with you. I want to do something else of my own. Is that okay? So the young man and the father said, okay, it's fine, my son. He packed, and he gave to the young boy. And the young boy went away. But let me just say why Jaws. Why Jaws? Who knows it Jaws? Who's been to Jaws? Do you know what is Yahweh Jaws? You know what Jaws? Yeah, even the older men are smiling. They have been there. Hey, hey, why Jaws umafana? My left Jaws this young man. Hey, zaziwa kwakumnandi. So he started to drink. He started to have fun. He found nice girls to play with. The guy was having the time of his life. 1 month, 2 months. After 3 months, the money was running out. After 4 months, the young man was out of money. I don't know who's ever been out of money. That thing is painful. Who's ever been out of money? Okay. Hey, this young man was out of money. So he did the next best thing. He had to find a job. He found a what? A job. But Lom Sebenza Utolayo was a very hard job. The man said, I've got a job for you, and you are going to be taking care of pigs. In your language, what do you call it? Okay, I was like, I'm trying to say, okay, yes, Vendamatin. Anyways, it's fine, it's fine. I mean, he was taking care of pigs. I just want you to know something just before I go on. These things, somebody says these things are a poison. They are not food for people. They are not food for people. They are for pigs. They are not for people. But this young man found himself eating what should not be eaten by human beings. If it was you, what would you do at that point? Yeah, clap hands for that man. Clap hands for that man. He's about to get arrested for stealing at work. I see Somunya, nice point. I like your thinking. What would you do?
Hey, la ngathi sizaba hey amaphoyisa azoba busy. Mase captain cela nihlale ni-ready lapha. This young man was not like you and that guy. He decided to say, let me go home. He decided to say, let me what? Go home. In fact, it is said when he came to his right mind, he decided, let me go home. And that's the story I want to share with you, Lamhlanje. There is a place called home. There is a place called where? Home. Kumbula Gupi. Kumbula Gupi. When I'm talking about Kumbule Kaya, I'm not saying Buele Vale. I'm not saying Buele Eastern Cape. Because when I told you that side, things are even bad that side. I am saying get back to the point of who you truly are. I want you to know one thing today before I go and sit down. There's many things I can tell you. My sister, please come and stand with me for a few seconds while I finish. Yeah, we're no more. We're no more. The wrong person is coming. Was that non again? Was. These are not so be opale trim. It was my problem. I said I'm abantu abahle, and then wonke umuntu omuhle waphakama angazi nami abahleli ukuthi ngabanjani. Athi abantu abahle bashayela izandla abantu abahle. There is a place called home. Say home. Kumbula Gupi. Ekhaya. I want you to know today as you are standing here that home is not a physical place. Home is a place where you feel you are accepted. Home is a place whereby you can be yourself. Home is a place where you can be happy. You found your own home. Everybody is looking around and trying to find a home. And everybody is telling you, their side is home, that side is home, that side is home, and when you get there, it's not home at all. And when you get home, we have seen people who have money and they died with their money. They were hooked on drugs with their money. Somebody tell you, you are home, you have arrived, you are the man. That is not home. I want you, this is the last point I want you to hear, and I want you to hear it correctly. If you forget it, it's fine. This lady found home. There is a thing, everybody, whether you are the president or you are a cleaner somewhere, everybody, there is something in them that once in a while it comes to you and wants you to do something that is wrong. Who's ever wanted to do something wrong? Hey, okay. Who's ever lied? Let me see. Who's ever lied? Lied. Hey, who's ever, all right. Even if we sugar like 2 years old, it doesn't matter. Who's ever stolen? Stolen. I mean, I used to, when I was growing up, there was this thing called condensed milk. And as if you know it. Yeah. I would finish that thing like nobody's business. Okay, so you've stolen before. Yes. What made you steal? There's something that was in you, a force, a power that caused you to steal or to do something wrong. People who take drugs know that it's wrong. You cannot intellectually tell them that drugs are wrong. They know. They don't even want drugs. Most people who smoke, they will tell you, do you have any smokers who are truthful? They will tell you if they had a chance again, they would not have started that day. Most people, if you have people who are honest, they will tell you, if I knew what I knew now, I would not have started this thing. But something in mankind, there is something in all men. By men, I mean mankind, women and men. I'm not saying men are the only ones with the problems, although they have the problem. There is something that causes us to do wrong. There's something that causes us to do what? Mothers, you shout at your children when you know you shouldn't shout. And you don't want to do, you say, I won't do it next time, but next time what do? You shout. I said you must listen to this. I want to introduce you to a guy today. He's a guy. Okay. Okay. This guy is a guy, but this guy is invisible. Do you know what invisible means? Who breathes here? Who can breathe? You can breathe, no? Do you need to see the air to know it's there?
No.
How do you know it's there? Because when you breathe it, you live. There is a man as well that I want to introduce you to. Today, that man is going to be an enemy. I want us to have an enemy. I know twice having enemies, but I want you to have an enemy. That enemy is not your friend, is not your sister, is not your brother. That enemy is a man called sin. Say sin. Sin. Say sin. Sin. Now you know him. I want you to hate that man. He is the man who causes people to do wrong things, even if they know that it's wrong. There is nobody who has ever fought that man and succeeded, except a man called Jesus. There is only one man who was fought, not my grandparents, not your grandparents. They were all victims of that man called sin. But there is a man called Jesus, and he's alive today because he conquered sin. And that man is giving each and every one of you a chance. You don't have to take it. But that man is giving you a home. He wants to give you a home. This lady, come close. Say, can I touch her a little bit? I won't touch her inappropriately. Oh, is it just your neighbor? I can touch you. Yeah, let me see what he's going to do. Are you hearing what I'm saying? This lady found home. And that home is called Jesus. Our answer to drugs is that mankind must change. I know when I'm touching my drugs, but you are hooked on pornography. When I'm touching my drugs, but you are treating your wife badly, you are abusing your wife. When I'm touching my drugs, but you are abusing your children. When I'm touching my drugs, but you are a thief, you are stealing at work. You wanted to steal your boss's pig. Pig thief. I want you to know that this man called Jesus is alive. And he can help you if you accept him in your life. I know you think you have better solutions. Go, try it. We have been trying for a long time, trying, putting money into programs, putting money until mankind changes from inside so that I can love my neighbor. So that I can love, nothing will change. Is that okay, people? So that I can even love my enemy. I want you to find that man because he's the only hope any nation, any people, any community has. Did you find home?
I just wanted to share a little story of mine. It's not a story, true life story. Why I got to a point of stopping drugs. I took crack cocaine, which is very impossible to stop. When I was still in modeling, I was doing cocaine. It was cool. Cocaine is for the riches. Then I came to Cosmo City. I did the lowest. But yes, but there was this edge inside of me because I knew who I was. I was one of the top models. I got all the attention. But when I lost the looks and everything, material, I'd say cars are material. I'm glad today that I'm alive to be able to speak to people. What happened? I was poisoned by the Nigerians. I don't mind calling them because I visited them a lot. I was the most popular in this township. That's how I got the name Mapri. Driving big cars, parking at Nigerians' houses. Today, I saw myself walking. But eventually I was poisoned. 2017 here in Cosmo City. When I was poisoned, paramedics came and time of death was written. I have been covered with a foil, something I've seen, people dying and a foil over them. I was told foil was put over me. That time I'm dead. But to the people, I was dreaming whilst people were saying I'm dead because I was just lying there. Then when I was dreaming, I saw demons coming to demand my life. They were saying that I'm part of them. Demons meaning I saw these black, scary pitch black things that were saying you are ours. Well, I was, because I was doing everything that the devil likes. Until I saw a big hand. That is when God intervened. I shocked everyone because everyone ran. After they said time of death that I was gone, I lifted my hand toward the big hand. I saw that. I saw angels. So I just want to tell someone that drugs don't just take your looks. Drugs kill. They kill. I was dead, but here I am today. People won't believe. It's not like a true story, but it happened. God intervened. That is why I'm here. So I no longer have a life of mine. I am here to save the youth, and I will do everything in my power to do so.
You can see beautiful people. Thank you so much. I'm encouraging you tomorrow, find a church, go to church and find Jesus. Giyabonga. Thank you. Siyabonga, sicela ngishayele coach izandla. Coach wazabazothatha nawe ithombe coach. Bathi bacela ukuthatha nawe ithombe. Ngizocela ne-Game Twisters ababili bazokhona ukuthatha i-award yabo. Sisondele ngasemaphethelweni we-event yanamhlanje. Sibashayeleni izandla. Right. Siyabonga kakhulu coach. Yaze yaba mnandi. Motivation everybody. Let's take this opportunity to take everybody who participated in this event. Siyabonga kakhulu community for being so lovely and nisebenzisane nathi. The event ifike ngasemaphethelweni. Basinikeze ukuthi sizosebenza na team o2. Manje njengengane ezilandelayo sifike ekugcineni we-event yethu namhlanje. Ngizocela ukuthi just nje before sibhala usesinosi ngizokuthi khona ozobonga i-community and everybody ezingaphambili azobonga. Okay, basasitholela i-rap yaseSANCO. I-rap yaseSANCO maseqedile, I'm not going to talk again. I don't know if my counterpart would also like to say his goodbyes. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you from my side. God bless you. If you're looking for an MC, umenzo kungwakobore sikhona. Then Mr. Mazulu khona ku Instagram, khona ku Facebook, yatholakala na ku TikTok. Ladies and gentlemen, ikhona konke la kanti ke futhi nakwezinye inkundla zokuxhumana. Ngiyabonga.
Thank you very much, guys, for coming and supporting the event. Thank you. Security, salute. Thank you very much, guys. We are well protected. No criminal can come in. Councillor, we just want to say thank you as well. SANCO, salute.
Thank you, our viewers and listeners, for taking time to be with us on this program. Now we have come to the end of the program. Thank you. I'm sure you have learned, you have heard testimonies, you have heard whatever they were teaching us. I'm sure everyone is going to try to do what they were trying to say. This is Loveness Botora, your change presenter. This is the end of the program. Thank you very much. Meet on our next program.
This beautiful event. I would like to thank you all from the bottom of my heart. And next time, if there is such an event, I would urge you to invite your neighbors so that they come in large numbers. Because really today I expected this place to be full. But it happens that when something is introduced to the community, they just, they're just afraid of jumping into the community. But I hope next time they will do the same. On behalf of SANCO, my executives from SANCO, including the office of the ward councillor, I would like to really say I really appreciate your presence in this event. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much, Sanko. Thank you very much. I believe that it is time to go. Thank you. Thank you.